In with the new, out with the old, in with the old, out with the new. Here comes another insane podcast, dude, Jimmy James. This is the Jimmy James Show, A to Z. Welcome to my insanity. Guys, take a walk with me. Having a true anxiety attack, not a panic attack, an anxiety attack. I did my best to record this, and it was very hard. Now that I'm calmed down, it's been about an hour. Two things. One, I want to apologize for putting this out there. And then number two, I want to take that apology back because, in all honesty, this is only a sample of what I go through. So I won't say enjoy. I will say learn from me. Understand it if you don't have it. And if you have it, I hope you understand that you're not the only one. It is now time to explain to people just what's wrong with me. Yay! There we go. Do I sound better? So, I was sitting here watching Predators. The movie. The second movie, real quick, by the way, my first favorite movie of all time is like Predator. I know it's not like the best made or whatever. It's just one of my personal favorites. Second Predator ever made, best Predator ever made, was Predators with Brody and Andrea Brody or whatever, how my dad was saying it. He says it like a woman's name. And he goes, Angela Brady. And I'm like, what? Who? Anyway, so I'm sitting here, I wrote it down. Sorry, I'm actually having the anxiety attack right now. No, I'm sorry. See? Apologizing too fucking much. I'm not really having an anxiety attack. I'm getting the anxiety that would lead into an attack. It's like, this is how it's starting. I'm sitting here, and I'm thinking to myself, which is a bad thing. My brain is all over the place because I know what I want to say. I wrote it down, but here it is. I'm going through an anxiety attack. I haven't had an anxiety attack in a long time. A panic attack. A full-blown panic attack. Okay? In through your nose, out through your mouth. It's kind of hard to do when you're trying to talk about it. So I figured the next time I have an anxiety, not attack, because I will not give myself a fucking attack. I will refuse, I will kill myself before I have a fucking panic attack. But now I can see, from not having a panic attack in like 2 fucking years, I almost triggered it. So I wrote down really quickly, because I didn't have the recorder, I was starting to get panicky. I am an idiot. That was like the first thing I wrote that after. I said, been catching myself panicking here and now. And then I put explain, because I was literally having an attack as I'm having one now. So, there's a lot of things going on, but I'm trying to think like, alright, this is weird, I don't know why I'm like this, but what will help me is knowing right now somebody might get help from this, and this will take my anxiety 1,000% away. A fucking meteoroid, asteroid can crash through my fucking house, I wouldn't give a shit. I am not important. You're important. We're all important, but I have to think like this. for my anxiety, okay? But I really do think if I'm helping somebody, it will help me calm the fuck down. I thought, oh my God, did I take my medicine? Adderall. Yeah, I drank coffee. That was the mistake. First of all, I've been up all night because I'm back on my night schedule. Like, that matters. I'll get back to the note in a second, but I am processing my anxiety and trying to give you guys like an authentic version of how I'm going through it, why I'm going through it, and I'm trying to explain it really all fast. But I don't know how else to do this because this is the first official anxiety like feeling that I have, and I'm going to make a podcast. And it just popped in my head. So as I'm writing this, I wrote, been catching myself panicking here and now, having panicking and attacks, anxiety, not full-blown. Sorry. Once again, sorry about the way I'm talking fast, and sorry about the way I'm saying things. I'm sorry for saying sorry, but that's how I am. Okay, so been feeling have a lot of anxiety lately. And it says explain. Can't keep it in my head. Okay? I can't keep things in my head like thoughts that are running through. So I was on my phone trying to do an update. I'm watching the movie Predators, which I'll get into later, or I was. And there was a weird sound in the movie. It's where he was doing a quote from Hemingway. I'm watching it, but it's on caption. He was doing a quote from Hemingway. And I'm sensitive. I can hear things, like, not like sensitive in the way like Hemingway got to me. Sorry. And it was just like a weird sound in the background. And you know what freaked me out? I think it triggered it because they're on an alien planet. I wasn't really paying attention to the movie. It was like an owl sound, like a hoot fucking owl, but it's a different creature. I've never heard it, not in any movie, unless like you're obviously watching something from a different planet. Like I probably sound like I'm from a different planet right now. I hope you guys can understand. I'll try to break this down a little bit more. Okay, so for those who have anxiety, who live with ADHD, ADD, people with anxiety, okay, they can only have so much input in their head at once. People say they can multitask. That's bullshit. That was, by the way, getting back to the last episode, that's the thing I kept forgetting to say. I asked people, like, how do you multitask? Oh, it's easy. I just this, that. I'm thinking in my head, like, I used to say I can multitask, but that's when I was like, I don't know, 18. It's fucking, it's impossible to multitask. And I'm like, even computers really can't multitask. They could do a little bit. So that was what I was getting at. And to prove my point, I always thought that, and then that show came out. I was like, wow. So they actually did studies and whatever. So I actually got an answer out of my head out of that. Anyway, side note, back to whatever I was saying. So the Indians came in. They started raping me with that's a whole different fucking story. This is my bad. Sorry. This is anxiety. Feeling the anxiety in the moment doing the podcast. Fucking Indian was so huge. He had the war paint on and everything. He was fucking sexy. Anyway, I'm not gay, by the way. But everybody's gay once in a while, right? Somebody said that. Getting away. So, can't keep things in my head. And I put this writing, quote, writing. Even when I was writing, I was like, feels better. As I was writing, I thought about spelling. My spelling, and what I meant by I thought about spelling, you wonder why, like, how they always say doctors' handwriting is bad and all that. Well, if you're somebody like me who has anxiety, it's hard to write. Okay, because how do you spell that? It bothers the fuck out of me if I don't know how to spell it. Or I gotta put commas and quotes, and I'm weird like that. I don't know why. And the only thing I can think of is I have just a splash OCD with a touch of what's the other one? ADD, I don't know, all the alphabet fucking letter disease. By the way, I coined that phrase, the alphabet disease. I honestly was how I got like this was, probably because I was in a class and I was doing computers back in the day when the computers were like big as a fucking air conditioner, and I got to be the teacher's like pet aide. It was an aide. I aided other people in their writing skills, typing skills. So I think that subconsciously got into my brain, and when I write or type, everything has to be comma, quote, or question marks and spaces. So if I do like a paragraph, I do the paragraph, then I do 2 spaces before I start the sentence, just like anybody knows if they know how to write properly. Me having ADHD and ADD and all the other fucking letters that can be, I have this, so I love to write things down like poems. But when I realized I drank coffee, I am not supposed to be drinking coffee. I fucked up. So I was like, I'm feeling better as I'm writing this. Sorry, my thoughts are all over the place. Spelling, LOL. So I told you about the spelling. I can't understand what I'm even writing at the moment. This is giving me LOL. This is giving me a panic, but also laughing. Oh my god, I have to shit. Plus adds coffee and nicotine. Yeah, so the Adderall, which everybody, you take Adderall, that's long lasting's bad for you. Well, go fuck yourself. It brought me out of a coma-like state of doing nothing. 266 pounds max weight, and that helped me get off my ass and actually do things. Even if it was one thing a day, I did it. So go fuck yourself, whoever says Adderalls or, oh, you shouldn't be taking them. Fuck you and whatever horse you fucking rode in. It's really not the horse's fault. I mean, I guess the horse doesn't have anything to do with it. I ask people, where'd that saying come from? Anyway, this is tougher than you guys think. So I wanted to do this without looking at the phone to see how much time, and I just did because I seen a text. Sorry about that. Sorry, I had to answer that. I'll probably edit this out, so don't worry. Anyway, sorry about that. I usually don't have pop-ups like that. That's funny. So anyway, let me get to Do Not Disturb. I usually don't put this on, but I never knew I would get pop-ups. Okay. Wow. So I was on the phone. So picture this now. That was everything I wrote down. Oh, and then I wrote down wow. And I put a little arrow like the wow signal. And I was thinking, like, that looks just like the wow signal. And then that's when I was like, you know what? Fucking boom. I should record this while I'm going through it right now. For some reason, I knew writing it down was helping me calm down a little bit, but I knew if I got on and went through it with somebody, even though there's nobody here physically, besides my pops who's downstairs drinking coffee but half sleeping. I'm sorry about that. You're supposed to breathe. And I'll fix this part later when I calm down. Like, I'll make this better. And I'll go through proper steps with you guys. Like, I'm like thinking, oh my god, I'm telling these people about fucking anxiety and text, but I'm not explaining what they could do. There's tricks I told you only about like what I did. And I also explained to you I'm not a doctor, but this can help because I'm a human being and this is all I know. Being stuck in a box 99% of the day. That's mostly of my choosing. But guess what? You want to hear a funny story? Maybe let's make this at 13:25. Here's the funny story, sad funny. All bullshit aside. I was being honest about the Adderall. I was in a fucking spiraling depression state, and I don't like to use the word depressed or depression. I don't think people are depressed. And you might say, well, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, it's not depression. I mean, if you really think about it, and you got to open up your mind here, it's just like anything else. You're at a football game, score a touchdown. Everybody, fuck yeah. It's a fucking state of mind, right? So when you say depression, what does your mind trigger to? It triggers to sad. Oh, sad. Or if it's somebody you might know and you feel a certain way, it could trigger your brain and your response to be like, oh my God, get over. Like, she or he is always like that. Well, that's your state of mind. So let it go. Think about it for a second. You're not depressed. All right? I hate hearing, well, she was a depressed person. I know it's a word to use to best sum up somebody's attitude, okay? I'm not a fucking moron. The point is, I'm trying to explain it to you people who might be fucking morons. That's who I'm getting at. See, this is the stages my anxiety is. First, it's the thought, and then it's like, I start getting like anxiety. I keep saying panicky, but I mean anxiety. And then I used to have the full-blown fucking panic anxiety attacks, like the panic attacks. You guys know the one I'm talking about. A year ago, I would not be sharing this, and sorry that I'm all over the place. I'm trying to calm myself down. I'm trying to do the techniques that I know, but I can't because I'm doing the fucking show. Oh my God, I'm a fucking lunatic. I got this frame I told you guys about. I'll get back to what I'm saying. I'm just trying to relax a little bit. Why so serious? Guys, I'm a fucking nut job. Seriously. There's something, a chemical imbalance in my brain. I don't like that either, but there's something wrong with me. I feel bad sometimes out of nowhere. Not for me. Never, ever for me. And it's not like a proud thing. It's like sometimes I'll get emotional. Not like crying, but like I can feel it. You ever like feel like you could cry? It's like that shit that's like built up, over like 50 years or whatever, 50 years. 5 years of dealing with shit. And it's just, you're sitting there out of the blue and you might just be watching like an action movie and just be like, some dude just died. And you just be like, he had a family. I got a wife, kids. Kid was called for, I was dead. But you're not really crying, but you can feel that emotion coming in. And then you're like, all right, I gotta just toughen this shit up. That's guys pretty much, that's like their period. They should get that at least, once a year to 5 years. Then they have that once, you get this maybe once every 10 years. I think guys are allowed to have one day to fucking cry. I've got my one time, I was 38. I fucking broke down all day. I told this story before. I broke down all fucking day. All fucking day I was crying. Because of the anxiety. I was so sick of the anxiety that I'm having right now. It's like, some people have shortness of breath. Obviously, I should be experiencing that because I barely breathe as I'm talking. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Remember that. That's a good breathing technique, by the way. Every time you take that breath in through the nose, think something positive. Think something you love. Art. And when you let out all that negative emotion. Let that negative come right out. Sunshine. Nazi Jews. Something like that. I don't know. You know what I mean? To be funny, but to be serious and delirious. But also step into my world of weirdness. Let me query for it. I'm done. I like to rhyme because it helps. I literally started the last podcast saying arm numb, blah, blah, blah. Honestly, if that ever happened to me, I would probably not panic. I would probably just let it go. I have another problem that I've never shared, so if you stuck this... Oh my god. Yeah, I looked at my phone. 19 minutes? I don't want to upload all this shit. I'll tell you what. I'll put an ad in here because I'm going to stop, and then I'm going to tell you guys a story that I never had told on Anchor before, or Spotify, or any platform. Wherever the fuck you're listening from outer space. Hello, astronauts. Hello, Mars. Be right back after this. Stick with me, guys. I need yous. Stick with me. You might need me, but no, I need yous. I forgot the story I was going to fucking tell. Holy shit. It was only, what, 10 seconds? It was about, I don't know if I want to share this. Because I forgot. No, it's about, I know what it is. I really didn't lose a thought. I'm nervous to share it, and it's fucking silly. I'm actually nervous to say something. And if you've heard any of my podcasts in the past, you know that is fucking rare. Okay. It's not like a funny thing. It's not something I'm going to be ashamed of, or it's not like that. Why I'm not, maybe nervous is the wrong word. I feel weird saying it because it's all day. Did you ever see somebody grab, I don't do this, but I'm going to give you an example because this might be you. You ever see somebody grab their, the wrist? I'm like looking at the wrist and try to feel their pulse. Okay. Now I'm like that, but with my heart. It's like I always got to keep my hand up near my armpit. It's a weird, like not in my armpit, but like on my heart. You know what I mean? But then I'll be quiet and I got to feel my heartbeat. But here's the thing. My fingers are the only thing that's touching my chest, and it's on the top right where my armpit is, near my armpit, not where my heart is, and it's not even the heartbeat that I'm feeling. It's in your fingertips. So, just for example, somebody touched their right arm or left arm. You're going to feel a beat. That's your fingertips beating. See, when you have heart palpitations growing up, you don't know what that is, so you feel your heart because it is your heart skipping a beat. And I'm sorry, like I said, I went all off the rails. I'll explain that. So when I was a kid, I had a heart murmur and everything. This is shit I've never told. So this is brand new, spanking new. Here it is. Anxiety and I want to name this shit anxiety. New anxiety. I don't fucking know. I'll think of that. Just bear with me. So I grew up, I had a heart murmur. I had an irregular heartbeat. Oh, don't you guys feel sad? Don't you want to support me now or subscribe? That was fucking wrong, right? I don't give a fuck about any of that shit. As long as you guys are listening, that's more important than anything. I mean, the money would be nice, but I mean, for like $10 a month, I make about $10 a month doing this. I could make a lot more if you guys subscribed, and then I would put more ads. I only put one ad, getting way off subject, so I had a heart murmur. I'm gonna have to do a lot of editing. Fuck me in the ass. I'm trying to calm myself down. You're not the only one. You are. Meaning you guys, the listener. You motherfuckers. I'm already calmed down. Here's the thing. Knowing I used to have this, I'm sorry to get off topic, but I'll come right back. This is when I would pop my Xanax. I used to carry them around like Charlie Brown or whoever the fuck carried the blanket. That was me with my Xanax. I still have the little pill bottle. I have it with me, and I carry it all the time. But not because I need it. It's for a reminder. It's because I don't need it. Like right now, having that anxiety attack, 2 years ago, year and a half ago, I'd say I would be like popping a full Xanny. Okay? I do need a half of one to sleep. 1000%. All I gotta do to tell doctors, here, take my fucking podcast, listen to that for about, 10 minutes. You tell me my diseases. I'll be waiting for my Addies and Xannies when you're done. I'm getting one or the other, folks. That's the way it's the way it is. That's funny, but it's not, but it is, and it's sad, but it's not. So, let me give you the rundown. Heart murmur as a kid. My brain is racing right now because, like, I never shared any of this shit. So, I had the heart palpitations. Now, if anybody, I did explain this part. When you have a heart palpitation, a lot of people can feel it in the throat. It feels weird. It's just a weird feeling. It's all over your body. And then then you just fucking explode with anxiety. And then you wonder why everybody, stop watching me. You feel weird because people are worried or looking at you. You feel weird. Like, you feel like this attention. You do not want that attention. You don't want that kind of attention. Because when people start looking, you can't. This is why I got good at reading people. I used to watch everybody's, like, facial movements and shit. So you see their faces, like when I had an anxiety attack and I went into the hospital and my heart was going like $160 one time. This is a couple years ago. I had all of that doctors around me and they're like, this guy, well, I guess they're calling me a kid because it's the older guys. This kid's like 33. This is not my first time. First time in this new hospital, not the first time in a hospital because of fucking anxiety attack. Probably like my 30th thousand. No. I went probably 30 times. And like this kid over here, they had 6 people around me watching me. And I'm like, guys, usually by now, and I'm explaining this to them, like, usually by now, my anxieties, and I have to be the center of attention, even though I'm at attention. I'm like, guys, my anxiety's usually really calm right now, but everybody's kind of looking at me really fucking weird. Am I gonna die? Is this my last words? Do I just breathe? And then I just realized, like, 10 minutes later, I'm like, I feel like they must have hit me with a shot. Because I don't remember the shot. I remember them giving me a pill and saying your potassium was the only thing that was wrong is you had your anxiety attack, which I already knew about because, my past. And they said you had low potassium. I'm sorry. So I was like, they gave me a big ass pill. So I'm like, so you're telling me I should eat more bananas and lay off the coffee? And they're like, exactly. Do you smoke? You should stop that. I'm like, yeah, no, I'll lay off the coffee. So I met them halfway. And the point of all this and the moral is that I went through this with yous. Just because it's over or you start feeling better doesn't mean to give up on anybody who's around helping you. Because guess what? Might not have a panic attack. You're gonna feel that anxiety attack again. If you've never had one, or if you don't know if you are that type of person, I am going to literally put back just fucking, that's another thing. Sometimes I get random back pains in weird spots. I'm going to put down a what to do, what to watch out for list based on my experience. If I don't drop dead of a heart attack, because having panic attacks are bad, having anxiety is bad. I mean, after all, it is our brain. In with sunshines and rainbows, out with cocks and dildos. But that was actually a pretty good one. Sunshines and rainbows, cocks and dildos. I'll get something for the ladies. I probably won't publish any of this. I'm gonna be like, nope. Here it is. I don't feel better right now. I'm still going through it, but it's dissipating. And I know it is. The thing is, what almost triggers a full-blown one is knowing in my head that one could be my last one. This could be not just anxiety. This could be me dead because I'm a fucking idiot. And that's because I drink coffee. I only have 1 cup, sometimes 2. Not together. I usually only have 1 cup in one day, but I sit sometimes 2 cups. 1 in the day, 1 at night, or 1 when I wake up. And then because I feel like I could stay up for another 4 hours, and then I'm like sleeping within an hour. The feeling the heart thing I'll come back to, so I do that a lot, and I don't know why I do that other than to feel my heart, but the thing is, I knew when I started doing this, when I was 18, this started, by the way. The heart thing has been there since I was a kid, like 6. When I was 18, I remember I had an anxiety attack. I don't know if I told that story, but I had an anxiety attack when I was smoking pot. I think I did. And I ran up the cops because I was scared shitless. Like, what's going on with me? I'm 18 and I feel like I'm having a heart attack. That doesn't sound right. Doesn't feel right. Holy fuck, I just got a lot of reactions. Okay, I gotta slow down here, physically and mentally. My space is running out because of all this recording. I forgot to clear my space on my phone. Fuck. Anyway, I'll be back, guys. I'm sorry about this episode, but this is as real as it's gonna get. Not a lot of jokes. I'm still going through it, but I need to clear some space on my phone. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be able to use what I want to use here. I gotta go through it with yous where I still keep feeling the heart thing. It's pissing me off, and then I get angry, and I'm going through the anxiety. So I'm gonna take a break here. Oh, if you get back pains too, that's natural with anxiety. So I gotta chill out and breathe, clean this up, and then I'll come back with what to-dos, what to look out for is in order, not like a fucking lunatic, hopefully. Alright. Until the next segment, this is Jimmy James saying, stay right the fuck there. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. So, I just got interrupted because, one of my... This is a stupid thing I'm about to utter out of my mouth, but one of my, I only have one, credit card companies just called me. It wasn't a person, it was a person, but like robot voice, like she was typing what she wanted to say out. So she was talking in the third person about her company and my card. So she's representing this company. Okay, let's get this right. She's representing this company, which I won't say. A credit card company, which I shouldn't have. Stupid. Not only is she representing it in the third person, isn't that representing your company almost in the fourth dimension? Oh, like the fourth person? I'm just thinking about that for a second. It just through my brain. This is how I think. Okay, so she calls me. You could tell it's a woman because it's in a woman's voice, but it's a robot. Like she types. Maybe she can't talk. She could be hearing impaired. It's understandable. I'm just throwing shit and see what sticks. Hopefully, what I try to get at is I used to worry about anxiety attacks, and then, oh my god, am I gonna die? Then anxiety attacks, oh my god, I'm having one. Then anxiety attacks, I'm crying. Then anxiety attacks, I'm pounding my fist on the floor. Then anxiety attacks. Oh well. The only problem is I get the anger afterwards. And not like violent. I get violent thoughts like I want to punch the wall. Not anybody. I've never had violent thoughts towards anybody. It's a one good thing I could say. And I'm 1000% honest. By the way, here's another side note that's probably funny. And it's including this. Most people who have anxiety attacks, ask them anything. 99% of the time, unless they're like master bullshitters, they'll tell you the truth. Because it feels like they're gonna die, so they, they want to be as honest as they can. So, if you're out there and you're like, oh my god, I totally, that's like, he's spot on, like, yeah, see, exactly. Now what I want you to do is share my podcast with everybody you know. How about that? I don't want to give all my secrets away. I shouldn't be smoking a cigar, but in about 10 minutes you're going to hear my attitude change, and then I'll probably be turning it off. I'll break this down the best way I can. Not now. My next segment. I was supposed to do one more episode for this season and then come back. Not like come back like I'm going somewhere, but I just need a break from podcasts and editing. I know it sounds like it's stupid, but like I could be doing other things in my life, like going to a doctor, finding other ways to get better income, like that stuff that we use, money to get that thing, the fuck job. No, I don't need it. I don't need, and I don't want. It's not because I don't think I could work anywhere, to tell you the truth. Not now. Not anymore. Maybe in my 30s, early 30s, yeah. But 39 with this anxiety bullshit, nah. I need to go to a doctor, and then after all that's done, then yeah, I'll go do something. But I need to be like medicated properly, because I'm going fucking nuts. I have this, plus the OCD, plus the ABCs, and the 1, 2, 3s. If you ever had the ABCs and the 1, 2, 3s before, you know what I'm going through. What else could I talk about? I'm so angry right now. Like I said, I got upset because when I was listening back to the podcast, or to the fucking recording, I'm like, I could hear the air in the background, even with the noise cancellation. And I'm like, that was irritating me. Still doing the heart thing, that's irritating me. Thinking about it, that's irritating me. Having this conversation, that's not as irritating, because I feel like this might finally open up the doors for somebody out there. I can't sit still right now. That's nicotine. That's everybody. It's the Adderall. It's because you're on speed. No, that's not it. Adderall usually calms me the fuck down and focuses me in on shit. And I don't have any anxiety. By the way, here's some things that can cause. Like I said, I'm trying to break this down, but I'm going through this still. So sometimes they last 10 minutes, 20 minutes. The longest an hour. Some people go through them all day, like I did the one day. Things to look out for is like, you might have to go to the bathroom. Number 2, guys, everybody poops. That could trigger panic attacks. If you're not, you say, I don't know why they come on. Maybe you never had an anxiety attack before. Maybe this is new to you and you're in your 30s, your 20s, your 40s, your 50s, okay? And when I think of older people, I think older people are old when they're like in their 90s. Like, old to me is 90s. It's always been like that. Somebody lives past 90, they're old, and they got wisdom. I'd say over about 90% of older people have wisdom. But they've been around the block once or twice. I'm kind of, I think in life I'm 39. I don't know what else to think of. I've thought of everything. That's so fucked up. Like I said this the other day, how much information can one receive? So what do? You watch movies and shit that you've seen already. I could feel the Xanax, the bar kicking in. It's starting to kick in because I can feel myself mentally like just my arms are not moving around. I'm Italian, so when I talk, I gotta use my hands and objects and that, go over there, go get that there, and I'm throwing my hands there, I got this in my hand, that in my, something always gotta be in my hand, this cock, that cock, his cock, her cock, everybody's cock. Get that shit out of here, you fucking dago. I don't let a day go by where I'm not fucking crazy as that shit. I don't like Xanax. I could see why people like taking them. I really can. I can see why some people just want to be in a fucking comatose state all fucking day. They don't have to worry about, things called life and what comes with it. But on a deeper level, seriously, no joking, I'm not going to throw one joke in here. Except, not one joke. Life shouldn't be like this. Nobody should worry the way I have to worry about shit. I know everybody worries. That doesn't make me special. I never said I was, okay? Only when it comes to this anxiety shit is what I'm talking about, because I want you normal people out there to be like... I'm sorry, let me say it again. I want you normal people, meaning you've never had anxiety. That's normal as you're gonna get. I'll remember what my uncle said. Nobody's normal. I said that's fucking stuck with me. So, I want you to understand. I know I've made episodes about this before, but I'm gonna get a little deep. Life isn't hard. Life is what you make it. But at the same time, it's what other people can fuck it up for you. But you do have the power, mentally at least, because I know some people out there don't have help like this fucking country does, or some other countries do, okay? That's why I played that little tidbit with the Dumb and Dumber guy about how America's not the greatest country anymore, and all that shit. And that's an old clip. It's not about countries. It's not about any of that. We're on this rock. I'm sorry, I just laughed there. I just always think when I think that we're just flying around this fucking big ball of fucking flames and we're just like, ah! And I said that the other day. I thought that was pretty funny. I don't know why. I keep sitting up and standing down, sitting up and standing down. That makes no sense. I keep sitting down and standing in. Alright, so I keep sitting up and standing in, sitting up, standing in. I'm trying not, this is not joking, this is me calming down, because it's just like anything, like an earthquake, there's aftershocks. That's kind of like anxiety. So to get on a deeper level with you, if you have never been or had an anxiety attack, ever, if you know somebody who does, or whatever, even if you don't, I'm trying to talk to that one person out there that might be listening to me like, what the fuck is he talking about? Is he on, did he do an 8-ball? No. Honestly. I hope you never experience it, because living with it, it hurts. Because I do feel for other people. I know life is a motherfucker, and people go, oh, life is hard. It's not all rainbows and sunshines. It's what these fucks who run the world do to us. We shouldn't be living in boxes next to each other or any sort of way. You shouldn't, this is how it is. This is 3 ways. You're either poor, where you're living, well, there's 4 ways. Poor, where you're living on the streets and you're fucking done. Like, that's one way. There's 4 levels. There's 4 tiers. I'm gonna put the 4 tiers. One, should 4 be the lowest? We're just gonna go 1, lowest. 1, you're on the streets. Okay? Low as you're gonna get. Number 2, you're boxed in with other neighbors that either you like, you don't like, or it's a meh. I don't give a fuck. They don't bother me. I don't bother them, they don't bother me. It goes on. 3, you're next to your neighbors by 40 feet, 50 feet, even 100 feet, 100 yards. Whew! Life is just fucking great, right? Well, it's not, but you know what I'm getting. Top tier living people, and these are the fucks, are the rich with the mansions. And they were like, you know what? My phone requires 7 cameras. I need 16 cars. That will fit around there. And how big is this house? Oh, that big, huh? Okay. Just 7, how many acres? 17,000 acres? Okay. How much is it? Only 5.5 million? No. I need like anything above 10. And that's just like on a soft Saturday home shopping. It's my 3rd home, I feel like I'm gonna drop dead soon. Anyway. Which is true. We all have that in common. Seriously, rich people. Fucking, are you kidding me? If there's any rich motherfuckers out there, you know what you should do? Take your fucking money, shove it up your asshole. If you're that rich, privileged piece of shit who'd be like, I have troubles. I know you do. I'm not making fun of you on that. But your troubles could be fixed with a snap of your fucking fingers. We don't have that. Your troubles are far from it. Your troubles are what's causing us to murder everybody else. Guys, I gotta take a break. I need to breathe. I'm getting into some weird shit. I'm gonna do my breathing techniques. I might have to take more of this fucking calm me down medicine. It's too quiet in here. I'm doing this recording with no fans on. I'm really trying to commit to this. I said I'm gonna do 20 minutes and that's it. I didn't say that. I'm thinking that now, to be honest. Honesty is the best policy. I did not rape that doll or statue. Neither one, officer. Sir, your dick is literally painted green. That's the Statue of Liberty. We put one and one together. Can you prove it's my dick, though? Sir, it matches. Put it in. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm definitely taking that out of the show. If I leave that in, I'm a fucking idiot. It's not because I'm trying to get serious and I'm fucking talking about fucking the Empire State Building. Or no, the Empire, the Statue of Liberty. Jesus Christ. Did you know the Statue of Liberty was gold? I don't know if that's true, but I seen a picture of it on YouTube, so I assume that's true because it was on YouTube. Now I'm going into my funny, dark stage where the real comedian comes out. The real Jimmy James, the Unikiller X. I'll fucking X marks the spot. If you fuck with me, I will mentally destroy you. You'll be fucking handicapped for the rest of your life. You won't be able to say a fucking word to anybody around you. You know why? It's because you came at me thinking you were better. And then you found out later that you were fucking big and dead wrong. Big and dead wrong. Don't fuck with the Irish Italian guys. We fucking Libras are just all fucked up in the head. We could go left, we could go right, we could tell you right to your fucking face which way we're gonna go. But my accent just took a turn for the worst there. I talk like from Liverpool. The Beatles, everybody, the Beatles. I'm literally throwing shit together to hope it sticks here. Come on, guys, come on down and rape me. I talk a lot about rape. It's weird. I was gonna get into the pedophile thing, but I just covered that. So if you're a first-time listener, I suggest you probably never click this button again. I double dog dare ya. This just in, news report. Jimmy James, famous podcaster. Sorry, rewrite. Wait a minute. Where was I going with the script? So, right there, guys, that was my example of how my brain works. Or, not like that exactly, but I was trying to give you an example without telling you it is an example. Thank you and good night. No. And for my next trick, honestly, all that shit I just said was to show you, give you an idea how my brain works. So basically, just fucking, I'm trying to say this word, just throw out anything, any thought that comes to my head, just throw it out no matter what. Now, you've heard that before. If we, if we could hear each other's thoughts, we'd all be in jail. And then I said, well, then who's keeping that jail running? Because, oh wait, we do that already. The difference is we don't do them mentally. We do them physically. I'm getting sick of this world, motherfuckers. That's it. And it's causing me anxiety because I drink coffee. But the other part is because we're doing nothing. Fucking nothing about it. And you know what? What do you, I know I would say to you, well, what are you doing? What are you doing, Mr. Jimmy James? I'm doing a podcast about this shit. I was thinking the other day, this newsreel guy was talking. I'm like, they do a lot of investigating in their stories. A lot of background, a lot of, what happened, and they double check, triple check their facts. And I'm thinking, but what are you doing about it? But they really do. I really do research that shit. They do a lot. And I'm not going to name any names because I'm not going to play favorites. But when I started this podcast, and if you literally go back to the first episode and listen towards the end, I come on there, I think it was the beginning of January of 2021. I said, the difference is night and day in the podcast, but not really, just in the professional way, not counting this. Okay, so with that being said, I was trying to give you guys a little peek behind the curtain. This is why I don't YouTube anything. I was trying to give you the real me when I was going through something serious. And if you haven't or hadn't had any anxiety attacks in your past, you will know that has to be hard. It was hard for me. It's not something I was looking to achieve. It was a very spur of the moment type of thing. And I'm going to be authentic and let the whole thing play out. I'm sorry that it's not funny, or if it is, that's great. If you laugh, it's great. But it was the real me in the moment. I'm still going through it, but I'm coming up on about 20 minutes. I'm still doing like the hard thing as I'm talking. You hear me always doing the lighter. It's like I light my cigar. This helps me not smoke as much. Matter of fact, I'm going to have a cigarette. Honestly, I smoke the cigar, but I can let one pack of cigarettes last me 3-4 days. Like, it's fucking nuts how much these help me. And I don't have, like, that smoker's cough. Never really did. Never coughed up blood or anything. So, if I probably didn't smoke or do anything to hurt my body, like eat junk food. Like, I don't really eat junk food, but I'll eat it. You know what I mean? If it's there, I'll eat it. But I don't go crazy with it. Xanax do give you an appetite, by the way. They do. They really do. They give you an appetite. Gonna get my sneakers off here. So, walked from the store today. I bought a whole bunch of snacks. I always get them for my mom and dad. First thing, my dad gets up, comes down, has his coffee. I made it for him already, so all he had to do is push the button. He gets his 2 peanut butter cups, a little cake, splits it in half. Like, it's already a little ass cake, a little square one from the Wawa. Splits it in half. And I said, what about the pumpkin spice donuts? The spice donuts or whatever. They only come out. They're seasonal. They're good. I like pumpkin shit. I don't know why I got into pumpkin a couple years ago. But I said, why not just get a donut and split that in half and put that on there? I mean, like, make a whole fucking, like, what do you call them? A smorgasbord. That's what my grandparents from Ireland used to say. They called it a smorgasbord, son. My Italian fathers, grandfathers, hey, come over here, eat this shit here. Fucking kids running around the fucking house, fucking up everything. Can't wait till these fucking kids and I get the fuck out of this life. I gotta get the fuck out of here. I think my Italian grandfather, couldn't wait to die. This motherfucker smoked like 3 packs a day. He was handing me cigarettes at 9 years old. I said, when did you start smoking? He's like 7. I'm like, how old are you? 80 something. He's like, yeah, he was 81, 82. Motherfucker was a freight train for the littlest guy. Like, he was the smallest Thomas, like Thomas, the fuck was it called? Thomas, the trains. That's what I was thinking of. But he was like the smallest one. Like Thomas. Motherfucker could pull. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. What I'm saying is he was 80-something. He was smoking since he was 7. I don't think cigarettes was going to be his problem. I mean, what the fuck did he die from? Was it? Lung cancer. Maybe it was. But still, his fucking life. Look what he made. He made my craziness. Thanks. Thanks, Pop-Up. Appreciate that. Fucking maniac old people. Never said that before. He was a big part of my life. Think about him every day. Think about my grandfather. They both were father figures to me. My father, I'm the father figure to him. Suede hit me up also. I'm about to get off. I'm just running a little extra here because I might have a cigarette. Suede hit me up after I dropped the last episode. It is what it is, and what can you do? And what can you do? Question mark, whatever the fuck I said. He said he was laughing at that one, but he was laughing at me and my father talking. So, for the next bonus is I'm going to go downstairs, even though I don't want to, and I'm going to talk to my dad, because I know right now he's in a talkative mood. He's going to want to talk, and I'm not. But I'm not doing that today. I'm going to do that tomorrow, because I need to get off of this and get some sleep. Guys, I am still, like I said, if we're in a percentage, 100% being I'm back to normal, no anxiety, I'm probably at like 88%. Gotta get it up to, does anybody remember I'm gonna give quizzes, Shannon. What was the mile per hour in Back to the Future, miles per hour, and pH that he had to hit in order for him to go back in time to do the whole grandfather paradox thing? Does anybody remember? I'll give you 3 seconds. It was 88 miles per hour. Was it 89? Fuck. You gotta go 88? It was 82. I remember it was in the 80s, right? There was an 8 in there. I don't remember. 88. Great Scott. Anyway, next, since I'm watching the movie, that's going to be my question. This is not even going to be about anxiety. It's just going to be like, what is the best Predators movie ever made? Not counting Predator versus Aliens Requiem. I am going to literally give you, and this will be it, and then I'm done. I'm going to give you the best Predators list in order from best to worst. Best to worst. Best to worst. Best to worst. Here we go. This is it, and I'm getting off. Number 1, Predator. Predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Predator. Give us a little shabu. Number 2, Predators. I know I talked about this already, but I'm going to list them. Predators with Brody. Number 3, Alien versus Predator. The first one. Number 4, Predator 2. Predator 2. Number 5. This is like a tough pick for me. Number 5 is the new Predators movie. And last but least is number 6. I fucking hate this. Predator versus Aliens Requiem. That's it. That's it in order. They're making a new one, so I that's what I heard. I don't know if there's any trailers out there. Oh, by the way, they did make a fan one that was pretty good. It's on YouTube. You gotta check it out. But I did hear a new Predators was in the work because they got a guy that works in the movie industry. I can't even tell you if it's a girl or guy. No, I don't have a guy in the movie industry. I'm just a fucking psychopath. Taking life 1 second at a time. Where does time come from? What is the concept of time? Oh, I was waiting for one of you guys to answer that. Shit, I forgot. This is a one-way conversation. Let's see, what else could I throw in the bonus? I said the list of the Predators, and that was it. But since I'm crazy and I have OCD, I might as well just let it run to 30 minutes. I've never done a 30-minute... No, I've done not 30 on Dobie, so... let's do 2 more minutes and 3 seconds. Alright, what do I like to talk about? I like music, I like reading books, I like sunsets on the beach, I like candlelight dinners, I like having anxiety attacks, I like riding tandem bikes with other men, of course. I throw a lot of gay shit out there. Do I get the gay community? I would love to see that. Gay, straight, lesbian, the letter people, and then, oh my god, what is it? I apologize. I'm ignorant. I don't know. LGBTQYZ. I honestly don't know. I'm not even trying to be funny. LGBTQI. No. There's like one letter in there that I don't get. It's not. Is it trans? No, that's T. Lesbian. Queer. LG. Lesbian. Gay. Queer. Bisexual. Transsexual, LGBTQY. I honestly don't know. That if I got some of them right, great. If I got some of them wrong, I'm sorry. I don't have anything else to look it up right now, and I need to get off this, guys. Everybody out there, I just want to say once again, regardless what happens to me, take care of yourselves and one another. That's the most important thing. I never knew this, and I'm going to end it on this. George Carl, one of my favorite comedians, always said that, and I said that in the podcast, and I never even knew it until I heard it yesterday. Honestly. And that blew me the fuck away. So, alright, so I gotta go. So, like always, take care of yourselves and one another. This is Jimmy James saying peace out. Don't worry. Everything will be alright. Alright guys, I'm back. I'm not 100% yet. It's only been like 10 minutes since I stopped recording from the last one. I don't even know if I'm gonna put this up. I'm still masturbating on it. I'm trying to be funny, and I realized I've been up since 7 o'clock last night. I drank coffee a couple hours ago. I triggered this, and I knew it. Now I gotta take my old man date rape drug because I should know better. I also went back and listened, and I was like, holy fuck, as I'm drooling out of my mouth. That probably wasn't a good idea to have a episode with me having an episode. I was getting irritated. Then I went back and listened, and I heard I had the air on, not the fan on the air conditioner, because I smoke up in here and it cycles through or whatever, and I clean it out. Trust me, I'm a freak like that. But I have the fan on now. Anybody who goes through this gets hot, hands will get sweaty, and trying to be honest with you, I really hate having this, and I hate knowing that I have to take my pill. It's my Xanax. I don't like to take them because I just took one just now as I was getting on this recorder, and I said I was going to break everything down, which I'll try to. I mean, if I don't do it right now, I'll do it next. But I'm trying to stay up. I just needed to get off and breathe. I've never done this before. I've never had an anxiety attack and recorded it knowing in my head that people are going to hear this. But How much can I talk about it? I'm sorry. Bonus episode. This is me 22 hours later, loving life, no anxiety, smoking like a champ, back to the regular mix of life. No, I'm just kidding. This was literally 10 seconds. I just wanted to show you how one can fake it. Still going through it. Go fuck yourselves. Take care of one another. Stop doing stupid shit. Help the planet. If you're walking down the street and you see a plastic bottle there, maybe pick it up. Okay, it's not going to kill you, and put it in a recyclable bin so it can go burn up a shitload of energy to get reused, supposedly. That's almost two words of the same meaning in the one thing that I'm trying to say. So, supposedly, get it? So it's supposedly get used twice. Sorry, that's my accent. Put it in the bin, see what happens. See how you feel after it. And then wash your hands, and then go fuck off. Peace out, guys. Do the countdown thing. Countdown thing with a chicken wang. It's a countdown thing with a chicken wang. Why is, I keep getting alerts that tell me my bank balance is below. I set this setting saying, let me know when my bank balance is below a certain amount, which this bank balance is anything below 25. Give me a, the fuck's the word there? Fucking Xanny's fucking with my brain. See what it does? It shuts my brain the fuck off. Maybe that's a good thing. It gives me alerts. But, do I really need 37 of them to 50 of them a day? I don't know. That's it. This is Jimmy James saying peace out. Seriously, this is the last one. I really do gotta upload these. Take care of yourselves and one another. And remember, go fuck yourselves. This is it. This is it. I still don't know the title. Probably something to do with something. Take care. Peace out. Welcome to the Jimmy James Show A to Z. It is now time to come on this ride called life. Let's go. Welcome. This is Jimmy James A to Z. It is now time to explain to you what the fuck is the matter with me, but mostly me. This is the new Season 5 opener, so get ready. We're switching it up. Here it goes. What do you think? This is Jimmy James coming to you from everywhere that radio can be listened to. This is Jimmy James. Remember to just breathe and come find out what's wrong with me.
Alright, man. My name's Jimmy James. I do a podcast, right? I talk about people like out in Philly. I've lived in Philly my whole life, Wildwood, whatever. I'm recording right now. None of this has to go on legit. Okay, this is for my show. Quick question.
I'm on my way.
What's that?
I'm gonna be on my way.
Oh, okay. No, I just wanted to ask you, how's Philly still brotherly love? That's all I wanted to ask. Is it yes or no? Brotherly love still, we think, in 2021? All right, hey, buddy, take care, though, okay? Have a good one. God bless.